What's up, everybody? Welcome to Thundernut DFS. This is my Draftkings PGA picks for the Canadian Open. Before we continue, if you guys can hit that subscribe button, that'd be sweet. You do not want to miss out on this PGA, MMA, NASCAR, and soon-to-be football content that I'm putting out. My MMA line has cashed for the third time in the past 4 weeks, and I did pick Kyle Busch to win at Pocono, and he did that. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully a great week in PGA/weekend. I did create a cheat sheet. Here it is. It has all the stats you guys need, current form, all that. Vegas is going to be on there tomorrow. If you guys want this cheat sheet, just comment your email below, or you can follow me on Twitter, nut_DFS, and ask for that. All the stats that you need to look at are in have a star on them at the top. Those are the most important stats for the week. So I recommend getting that. So let's get into my my slideshow. 10K and up range, Dustin Johnson, 11,900. He's that expensive for a reason. He finished first here last year, 8th the year before, and then 2nd the year before that. So his history is amazing, and his current form is even more amazing with an average finish of 8.6 in the past 5 tournaments, which is by far the best of anybody. Matt Kuchar, 10,500. He burned everybody last week, so I think he's going to be very low owned. His stats rank out very, very good here. So I think he's going to have a good week. He has finished top 10 here 3 times in the past 5 years. 10,500, you get the savings on Johnson and Brooks. So I do like Kuchar. And then Brooks, it would be a shame not to put him up here. He has been playing lights out with a finish of 1st, 4th, and 2nd in the past 3 tournaments, which is absolutely insane. He did finish 133rd here last year, but he did finish 18th in 2015. So history is kind of concerning, but his current form is absolutely on fire. So I would have some Brooks, but I do like Dustin Johnson more. My 9K range, Scott Piercy. They keep bumping up his price every week. I missed when it was down low in the 6,000 range. But it is up to 9,300, and for a good reason. He has won here, and it was about 7 years ago. 7 years ago, he won here. His current form's amazing with an average finish of 24 in the past 5 tournaments. 9,300. I am going to pay that for him. Along with Snedeker, he's 9,000, which also seems very expensive for him. But he does have really good history here. He hasn't finished worse than 34th in the past 7 years. He finished 8th last year, and he finished 5th in 2016. So I do like Snedeker a lot. And then Webb Simpson, 9,700. He has no history here, but he ranks out very good in my stat sheet. He has decent current form, finishing 29th, 18th, 16th, 5th, 117th blow up in the past 5 tournaments. So I do like Webb Simpson. My 8K range, Jim Furyk, also another guy that's priced up. I've been on Furyk as soon as I saw that he was in the tournament. Actually, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play him. So I am gonna play him at 8,800. This is a really good course for him. He has actually won here at this course, and then he's finished 2nd here as well, and 4th as well, and 13th as well. So he has a very, very good history, along with a decent current form. Finished 13th a couple tournaments ago, and then finished 33rd last tournament. So I do like Furyk. 8,800 is not awful. I will pay that. Along with Cauley, 8,400 seems a little expensive for him, but I do like him. He ranks very well on the stat sheet, and Bubba Watson ranks out good in the stat sheet as well. He's a little bit more expensive, but I will be playing some Bubba Watson. I feel like this is a great course for him. I feel like he'll do pretty good. He did finish 111th last year, so I think that will take some people off of him. But he finished 2nd 4 years ago, so I do think this course fits him well. And then Duffner, I don't know how much I'll have of him because I do like Furyk more, and I do like Watson a little bit more. So I don't know how much I'll have of Duffner, but he is a good play. He ranks well on the stat sheet. He has been playing pretty good with a 7th place and a 4th place in the past 5 tournaments. So, and then Ryan Palmer is 8,200. He's finished 22nd here last year. Finished 19th a couple of years ago, along with 43rd and 41st. So he has decent history. Finished 6th last tournament. So decent current form as well. He does have good stats that so that he should play good here. So I do like Ryan Palmer at 8,200. That's not a bad play at all. And that 7K range, Aaron Wise, he's by far my best play in the 7K range. I absolutely hate the 7K range. Uh, Usually there's a lot more good plays, but there's not really much this week. But I do like Wise a lot. And then Fratelli is not a bad play at 7,300. And then Connors, he's Canadian. So I'm expecting him to do good, not just because he's Canadian. Um, his stats rank out pretty good here. Although it is weird and maybe a little bit concerning that he hasn't done very well here in the past, but he is doing a lot better this year. So I do think he's going to do good, and I think his history will scare a lot of people away. So I think we can get Connors at a pretty good percentage, and then Hickok. Just another good play. He's finished 16th and he's finished 19th here. So really, really good history. Current form's decent. Had a top 10 5 tournaments ago and had a top 17 2 tournaments ago. So decent current form and decent history. And then my punt range, Nate Lashley, 6,700. And then Hank, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Lebiota, and Trahan and Shank. They just all rank out pretty good in my stats that I'm looking for. Besides Shank doesn't really rank out too good in my stats, but he is doing pretty good this year. He had a really good stretch of doing really good, and then he had a little stretch of doing kind of bad, and then I think he's back. He did decent last week, so 6,800 is not bad. He could go off, so 6,800 I'm willing to take a punt on him. And then my strictly GPP plays, you got Rory, of course. You can't leave him out. He can win any tournament, anytime. And then Bradley, he missed the cut last week. I think a lot of people are going to be off of him. He ranks out very well here. Hadwin, Thomas, McDowell. Thomas screwed everybody last week. Going to be low owned. He's a lot better than how he has been playing, so he could bounce back this week. I do like McDowell as well. And then my fades, Sergio Garcia. He just doesn't belong up in that price range, in my opinion. Finished 79th here last year. That's the only time he's played on this course. Current form's not really there with the 83rd to 66th and a 54th. He's just not up with the people that I'm looking for in the 9K range. And then Lee, I don't like Lee. And then I don't like Taylor. Just nothing. Just don't like their stats, and histories isn't good. And current form isn't there as well. So those are just some of the guys I'm fading. I'm fading a lot of guys. I just didn't want to list them all. Those are the guys. Just some of the guys I'm fading though. And then my pick to win is of course Dustin Johnson. He's a 6-1 favorite. He did great his last tournament. He got second behind Brooks. I think he wants some revenge. I think he's gonna get first this time. And then here's my example lineup: Dustin Johnson, Nate Lashley, Dylan Fratelli, Corey Connors, Jim Furyk, Aaron Wise. 50,000 salary. Just an example lineup. You guys could throw that in like a small GPP or something. It's probably gonna be one of my GPP lineups. But that's what I'm liking so far. My core 4 that I really like is Johnson, Lashley, Wise, and Furyk. I like those 4 a lot. And Connors is a decent play, and I do like Fratelli a little bit as well. So that's about it for the video, guys. If you can like this video, subscribe, that'd be awesome. I'm going to be posting MMA Thursday, and then NASCAR Friday, and then we can look forward to football in late August, early September. If you guys have any questions, you can DM me. You can message me on the comments here. Well, hopefully we have a great week, and good luck, guys.